people get freaked out like, oh, I can do this, I can do that, oh, I can do all this stuff, and it's just kind of procrastinating. Really, it puts away the time that you could have been spending actually using the software.
Yeah, I certainly know what you mean. But at the same time, I think it's pretty cool to have a lot of the add-ons. I'm kind of messing around with them now at the moment.
Yeah. So, for example, let's have a look here. My deck. Let's get a picture of, for example, Dordai Morton. Can you not just like drag and drop images into it? I thought you could.
Type what into it?
Images. I thought that they could just be dragged and dropped in if you add a new card
drag and
here.
drop into Anki.
Yeah. If I put that in there. Yeah, there we go. And then I'll put on the front. No, I'll
One
put
second. I'm gonna rejoin and fix my mic once.
Okay. Yeah, so if I can drag this image of Doraemon into the front, and in the back I can put Doraemon, add that. There you go. That was easy enough. I don't know about audio and stuff like that. Close. Let's have a look. We'll go in Nihongo Lounge as the channel here. So my actual deck.
Okay, I think I figured out the problem. Not allowing me to access my file, so it's not giving me mic access, but it should be fine now.
All right, we can hear you fine. It's a good mic, by the way.
So. Okay.
Yeah. So let's have a look here. You can see that I kind of did most of my card inputting in 2008, 2007, and you can see that I spent, many.
Oh wow, that's a lot of cards.
Yeah, I spent many days putting in the grammar points, and so I'd literally look. You can see I put all these in. So this is from a grammar, an N3 or N2 grammar book, where the front of the card is the grammar point. So it's like, okay, toyedomo, and then the back is the meaning. So it's got three example sentences, a common expression, and then what it's related to. So
I see.
Yeah, that's how I did the grammar points.
What's the production part? Is that an add-on?
I think that's a kind of card that you can choose. You can make it a different kind of card, but really you just need a front and a back. You don't need any more.
I see. Yeah, I see you have it mostly blank.
Yes.
So your way of studying Anki, the way that you do it,
yeah,
to get to your fluency was that, first of all, you would go out into the wild or find some Japanese novels, books, or something like that, right?
In terms of vocabulary, yes. For grammar, no. Grammar, like I mentioned, it was very, very specific, very, very purposeful. I would sit down with the grammar book and input each grammar point one after the other. But yes, for vocabulary, yes, in the wild, yes.
And then what you do is, once you have that vocabulary, you add it to a full sentence rather than just one.
So, in fact, my method at the time would be to have used a website called Alk, this Ejiro dude. I would use this guy, and let's say I wanted to look at the word Saimin Jutsu as hypnosis. And I go, okay, so that's the word hypnosis. Let's see if I can find a cool sentence with it in. So I'd grab a couple of these, and then with the English as well sometimes. So I'd have, well, there, look, you can see that it's often used with this kakerareta. So I'd say, okay, I would take these sentences and put them as the back side of the card or something. Like, okay, that's the word, this is what it means, and these are how it's used. So
yeah, certainly. I think that's better because, of course, Japanese is a very particle-based language, and you can't tell if you're using o or ni, or kakeraru or something like that.
Exactly, yeah. So here we can see the front is, I mean, sometimes English, sometimes not. So you've got marukiri here was the word that I saw, and then this is where it's active recall, where I've got the word missing, and then on the back I have to try and remember what it is.
I see.
This is from a book that I got about onomatopoeia. So gusho gusho, what's that? So it's probably like all smushed up or something. And then, well, on the back here we've just got an example sentence. Nurete katachi ga kuzureta bai wa gusho gusho tsukau. Okay, so it's like when something's broken and and the shape's all out of whack, we use the word gusho gusho. Okay. Here's a grammar point, kiri. So we could say, you know, are kiri aitsu ni atte nai. And then on the back it's oh wow, this is an N11. So this grammar point I grabbed from a website. I don't think it exists anymore. It was Nihongo. That's it, Kakedera. This has Nihongo Kakikomidera. Soda.
I see.
But yeah, that's not it.
Probably gone.
Probably gone.
I see. No, well, that's no problem. And there's a couple of new ones now. There's actually a ton.
Like grammar
Even
sites.
Even the uni site that I have, they have a ton of like resources and stuff.
So this card's huge. Look, you can see it's the grammar point, and then it's got example sentences, some common expressions, and what it means, and then kaisetsu and kaiwa.
So the process that you do to make this, for what I do is normally I actually just copy it from a spreadsheet. But how would you do it? Like the way that you made yours?
Copy it from a spreadsheet. For vocabulary, okay, let's make a vocabulary one. Like today, we had this word didishi, and I thought that was kind of a cool word. I knew what it meant, but I actually read it wrong. I read it as dindinshi. So didishi. But there's nothing on here, so let's try ejiro. Not ejiro, sorry, weblio.
Oh yeah, weblio. I use this.
So didishi, male, manly, manful, manlike. So I want to know how it's used. So I want these. This is what I'm after. This is what I want. So that one, I don't know this word anyway, so I'm not going to choose that. So okay, so it's used. You can say someone has a face that's kind of didishi. So I'm going to probably choose this as my example sentence. Then on the back, I will say wa didishi. Maybe grab this if I'm using English as well, and chuck all that in there. So then
when you copy it copies all of the formatting. That's pretty cool.
It looks like it, yeah. So didishi, yomikata didishi, knew that. Get rid of those, probably don't need them. And then then some meanings. And then I can just add this.
I see.
Done.
That's pretty nice that it keeps the formatting. I guess because I copy mine all the time into Google Slides. I mean, not slides. Spreadsheets.
Sheets, yeah.
It loops with all this. So maybe I should probably go on the actual websites instead.
Well, yeah. I mean that's how I would do it. Yeah. But I think there is an add-on for Excel to Anki as well. Is an option.
Yeah.
I saw that. That's one of the things.
Well, right now I'm messing with a couple like pitch accent and furigana. But furigana, I guess it's not. I find that when I have furigana, I don't really read
the kanji, right? Yeah.
So I don't.
So that's another kind of card you can have. You can have how do I read this, and have the reading as the back as well. So you can have the same word in multiple times. Like I could have done, how do I read this, and then it will be didishi. Then on the back it will be didishi as well. So you could do that, and then the more times you have the word in different ways, then it's really testing your different kind of knowledges, if you like, of that word. So yeah, man. There we go. Look, so what is this called? So this was from the other day, and what was that dude called? I actually forgot what that dude's called. It's not Dakten, it's Kudorten or something like that. So
I can't see it because my Discord's a bit small on the screen.
Well, do you know when you write door, and then it does a couple, it doubles up like that. This thing. So I don't actually know what it's called. Oh, it's called Dendaku. Okay, so I forgot that. I'm gonna say, okay, give me that again in 10 minutes time.
The normal marketing.
Yeah. Dendaku. Miwatasu kagiri. This is a great expression. Yeah, I remember putting this in. So yeah.
That's pretty nice. As far as I also didn't have that before, so I'll add that.
You can also do close. Close is quite simple on here as well. So, Shifuku-san. Okay.
Oh, there's even IPA.
Yeah, there's IPA. You can do this, for example. Nekomi kuri. Nandaro ga. Nandaro. I don't know what to write. Kankoku ni iru. Where is Nekomi Kuri?
Oh, those kind of things like question answer.
Yeah, you highlight the Kankoku here and you press this. It makes it a closed deletion. And then you don't need a back. You don't need a back now because the back automatically becomes Kankoku.
Okay, all right. And you automatically you have one card. Is that deck, right? And it just goes into it, yeah.
Yeah. Japanese proper. That's my deck name.
You wrote that you prefer to have only one deck, and you.
Yep.
Why would you Is there perhaps because it gets too confusing if you have multiple? Is that the reason?
So there's a couple of reasons. The first is that you're compartmentalizing things. So you're only seeing, okay, I'm going to do N1 now. So you're kind of keeping certain things in certain areas of your brain. It's like, I only associate this word with N1 vocabulary. I don't associate it with my Japanese knowledge in general, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, and also you can then pick and choose what you want to do. So it's not truly effective in terms of when you need to see things.
Oh, I see. Like grammar. Okay, because I guess what you do is you mix all of them. I tend to have like a bunpo and
Exactly.
Else do I have?
But then you can say, I'm going to do vocabulary for 10 minutes, and then you might forget to do the bunpo.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Right? So if you just got it all together, then you can't trick yourself, and it's more effective. 例えでも、so yeah, たとえ死んでも私はこの任務を果たしますみたいな。There's an example sentence just off the top of my head. Yeah, and then you can see some examples. Yeah. 自分が決めた道だから、たとえ失敗しても後悔はしないとかね。So I got that right. I'm going to say I got that good. Show me that card again in 19 years, please, Anki.
You can change the settings for that, right? So
Well, no, you can't. You can't because Anki knows. It's clever. It's like, yeah, this.
Really?
Yeah, that's the whole point. Like, you cannot. Don't trick yourself. Don't say, yeah, I know this really well. Show me it again in 5 months. If you don't know it really well.
Like you change the amount of time that it takes to recall. Because, for example, my one is only like 2 years. That's what it says at the moment. That's the maximum.
Yeah, that's pretty good then. I mean, that means you know that word really well. I've got some cards on here that like 36 years I won't see them again because Anki knows. Yeah. Toge. I mean, like, I don't really do Anki that much anymore.
Well, it makes sense. I guess you already passed N1.
Well, I've just got... It's that snowball effect I keep talking about, now I see new words, I just pick them up because I don't have to remember. I don't have to remember 2,000 or 3,000 other words because I already know those ones. So it's not like I'm seeing new words that frequently.
Something that makes sense.
Yeah, great expression here, Tanakara Botamochi. So it's like a gift from the gods is the way that we'd say this in English. So, but anyway, here's a grammar one, ni mo kakawarazu. So this is probably N3 or something.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah. Again, I just like to see the example sentences. Like, okay, I get what all these mean in English. I can translate these. They make sense. I can see how it fits onto a noun. I can see how it fits onto, past tense verb and stuff like that.
So what's the site that Webley and the other one was what was it called?
So it's a really good one for example sentences, and it's called Ejido. English dictionary dude.
I'll Google that. Ejido.
I find it good for example sentences, yeah.
Ejido. Oh, wrong count. Ejido.
Ni mo kakawarazu.
No, I have it here.
I wonder if it has grammar as well. Yeah, there you go. Look. So look, I just search for ni mo kakawarazu, and then there's just thousands of example sentences that you can just put into your deck. So
yeah, nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I actually have one that does a similar thing, but it's just all sentences. For example, from multiple translated UN documents, it'll show you like 2 different comparisons. So one's the English one, one's the Japanese version.
Oh, like a corpus?
I'm not sure if it's called corpus. It's just like a comparative dictionary.
Oh, that's cool. You see, again, I am so old school that really Jisho wasn't really a thing back. The Jisho.org. It didn't really exist when
Huh?
I was studying. Oh, it doesn't have example sentences. Maybe it
Oh.
does, but
Well, it does on the right, but
okay. You could probably use Jisho as well then.
yeah, I use "tatoeba," which is the one on the right. You see, all
Oh
these short
yes.
sentences came from a corpus called "tatoeba," which is like a sentence comparison. It works for Korean as well.
Well, there you go, man. You know more than me,
Yeah.
so
hmm
yeah. I mean, I just used those tools back in the day, Ejiro and like
When
Weblio.
did you when you went? You've been here 15 years, 10
Yeah,
years.
15.
Oh, no, that's pretty long.
You were what, like
Mm,
5 years old or something? I bet.
you know.
River, were you even born? Because River's like at high school, so yeah. Oh
Yeah.
shit, I'm showing off that I'm applying for a job in Aichiken. Yeah, oops. Never mind.
I was checking Discord, so I missed out.
Yeah.
But yeah, certainly that's really cool. And I think that what I'll probably try and do is find a pitch accent extension. I found some, so
Mm.
really my problem was just the synchronization. But now I figured out how to do that. It's like it's opened up another door for me, eh?
Yeah. The synchronizations, that's super solid. You can use the web, the desktop, the mobile. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pitch accent. You know my philosophy, my thoughts on pitch accent and why I'm not good at it and why I don't care about not being good at it. So, but yeah,
So
I do appreciate that people are super interested in that, and it is very important to sound right. But I don't know.
what's your philosophy on that?
My philosophy is that there's better things to learn other than pitch accent. I'd rather spend my time actually becoming fluent in the language rather than worrying about if I'm saying taberu or taberu or
Taberu.
taberu. Like I really don't care. Like I know taberu, and people understand me
That's
when
how
I
I kind
talk.
of learned Korean, honestly. There's
I
so much like dialect.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
just
I always use this example of like if you hear an Italian dude speaking English, you know that he's from Italy. If you hear a French dude speaking English, you know that they're from French. They can be as fluent as fuck and be like, native level proficiency, but they've still got an
yeah,
accent. And you know what? No one gives a shit. So that's my whole
yeah.
thought on pitch accent, to be honest.
Certainly.
TLDR, yeah. Task Oh, look at that. I put this in from Bleach. I was like, yeah, bleached 14. Lukia said it to Ichigo when they met again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still don't really understand the difference between Zen, so I just kind of use them interchangeably.
Okay, so ze is like something that we use together mostly. Like iko ze, it's after
Yeah,
a
Iko Ze, I
volitional
heard that.
form.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
volitional form ze, but zo is like you're looking down on someone
Yeah, I
basically.
guess. So
Yeah.
certainly, if you're in Tokyo, your pitch accent. Actually, you're in Tokyo or Inaka?
Yeah.
Oh, in Tokyo, right?
Yeah. Just outside. Yeah.
I guess if you're outside, then you can use the excuse that you're just from Inaka.
Yeah. Right.
So there you go. Yeah.
Henka.
Anyways, your lessons tomorrow.
It's not really a lesson. It's just we get together, read manga, and geek out
All right.
on it. So yeah, 8 p.m. It's a really light one. It's it won't be tricky for you at all. But
Okay.
it's
I will
good
use
reading
my new
practice.
Anki skills on that then.
Yeah, man. I got another convert. This will get you the N1 quickly. Trust me.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and take it by December. I guess I don't really know.
Did I tell you I took it again last weekend?
You took it?
I found a version of it online and I just did it at home. It took about 3 hours, but yeah.
Oh. Was it credited or something? Do you need to do that?
No. I just wanted to see if I still got it.
Is it like the Suneng? Oh, actually, I don't know the English word for it. The Korean exams, they expire in like it's really annoying. So when you first come to Korea, you have to take your fluency exam and then it expires like 2 years time, and you have to take it again. In my opinion.
Yeah, well, they said that about TOEIC and stuff as well, right? Like you're supposed to do it every 2 or 3 years or something. And that was kind of it. Like when I did the N1, it was still only 4 levels. There wasn't 5 levels, so I just asked somebody and they found like a sample test online. So I thought, well, yeah, I'll just see if I've still got it. I don't need it for my job or anything, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just wanted to see, and yeah, it was okay.
Mm.
Didn't do as good as I thought I would, but 85%, so that'll do.
Oh, that's more than pass.
Yeah. Yeah, it was tricky though. Yeah, obviously tricky for me. And we this morning actually, just before you turned up, we were doing N2 and N3 listening stuff on Kotoba Bot there. That's just a really solid tool. It's got actual questions from the JLPT, so another bleach card.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna have to go eat now.
Yeah, man.
Unfortunately.
Well, let me know if you have any more questions.
Sure, I'll be on chat. Thank you for taking your time to show me this.
Pleasure. Take it easy.
Alright, I'll see you on tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. And that is that, River. That is that. That is that. River, you're doing really well with your JLPT stuff. Just had an idea about listening. Okay, go for it. With your JLPT stuff and your RTK stuff. So you're on form. You're really on form. Looking forward to seeing that that playground in LLP from you.